There were two friends, and one of them was deciding that he was going to get married, and he had two girlfriends. And then what he said was, I'm editing it a little bit. He said he's going to marry the one he's not slept with, because any trotro that you've boarded before, you know where it goes, and there's no excitement. But you rather go in for the virgin.
Right.
You see, so this is the double standard I'm always trying to bring out on this program, that if you decide you want a sexual relationship, fine. There are lots of men out there who we are ready for that type of relationship. But you see, the same men who are going for those type of things later wants a virgin to marry.
A lot of the time, the men initiate the relationship. They're the one who start talking to the women.
Yes.
So they go on with their mindset.
Yes.
Do you understand?
But you, the woman, you don't have to be overridden by the man.
No, you don't.
Yes.
But some people, you win them over. And when you win them over, every woman wants to make their man happy. Yeah. So in as much as she might decide not to,
that is why men use women's emotions, because we know you are emotional. So we'll come in with I love you and make you feel good and so on and so forth.
Right.
So whilst that is going on, you must still have, women have intuition.
Right.
Listen to what your intuition is telling you.
Right.
You see, don't be in denial. Listen to what you're in. That's what God gave to women, because men have that authority over women in many areas, and women are emotional. But you have intuition. What is that little voice in your head telling you?
Right.
Is he bad news? This won't work out. He's only after something.
Right.
He's lying.
Sometimes you have the alarm.
Listen to those things. Listen to those things.
Right. Okay.
It gets to a point you want to be sure, because what if after everything I do and you can't get a hard one?
Yes, of
then
course.
I'm stuck there forever.
Right.
So I mean, try, but then make sure you've gotten to the point where you are comfortable and you know for sure that this relationship is safe.
Right.
Then you can try,
Right.
but don't just go bonding with everybody. You know, but at least try. Sometimes even ask the women. The men want to know if
you can give
they're
birth.
safe. Some people want to say,
Some
if you're
men want
pregnant,
to know
then
if
I
you're
marry you.
fertile.
Exactly.
Some try to get you pregnant
Exactly. Because
before
maybe they've had experiences.
Yeah, but you know, it's a double-edged sword, especially if you are talking of erections. Erections are not just physical; they are psychological. You understand? So it's like if you test him when you before the relationship, and then you are married 5 years later, and you are dull. It's not just blood flow to that particular part of the body that's important. It's what activates it from the head.
Right.
You understand? So you could test everything, and then the following week after the marriage, it's all gone down.
Now, my late comer has joined me. Her name is Gloria Osei-Safo. She's an actress. So a lot of you might know her. We want to know exactly how important sex is to her in a relationship. So Gloria, I'll come straight to you. How important is sex to you in a relationship?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. They've all answered their question, so it's your turn.
First of all, I'm sorry for being late. I had to really squeeze myself. Sex, important to me.
The importance of sex in a relationship.
Well, I think it's important.
Right.
But it's not something we should, allow to override us in a relationship.
So you can do without sex in a relationship?
I wouldn't mind. But
we're being honest. Don't need it nice because just be honest.
I wouldn't mind, but I need it.
You need it.
I mean, as far as relationship or marriage or partnership is concerned, you need sex.
Right.
Yes, you do.
Okay, now let's go to marriage. When it's marriage, how important is sex in a marriage?
Yeah, that's where I come in. I think in marriage, that's exactly where sex is really important.
Right.
Because that's where you need to produce. That's where you need to,
do the babies.
Bring forth, or how do we call it?
Make babies.
You make babies, yeah. So in marriage is really, really important.
Okay.
But on the outside, it's
one
not
is
really.
Relationships is not as crucial, but in a marriage is essential.
It's very, very essential.
Pascaline, you agree?
So.
Emma, what's your take on it? How important is sex in a marriage? Not relationship, marriage.
It's really important.
Right.
Really, really important, because as they said, you have to give birth. But it shouldn't be like, because you're married to the person, definitely you have to accept that. If it doesn't happen, fine. As she said, if you love the person, it doesn't really matter if you have sex with the person or not. You still love the person. You went for the person because you love the person. You didn't go for the person because of sex. So if you love the person, I think sex shouldn't be a border in a marriage.
Right.
Shouldn't be really a key If it happens, fine. If it doesn't, it shouldn't be a problem.
But isn't sex an extension of love? I mean, like
That's what I thought.
I'm getting, because sometimes with the relationships outside marriage, whether you are married or not, you can have sex with somebody without really loving them.
Yes.
But in marriage, it's a different type of sex because you love the person so much, you want to give, you want to satisfy the person, you are thinking more of the other person, because that's the difference between love and lust. Lust is more self-serving. I have this need, I have to satisfy myself. This one looks nice, let me just go into the room and do it to her and come out. Whereas love is more like, what can I do to please her? What can I do to distress her for the day? She likes this, she likes it starting from the shower. She likes this aroma in the bedroom while she's going.
So you're helping me
This
move
type of
on to
music.
my next subject. How then do you satisfy your partner? Is it just the full-on sex, or the foreplay leading up to the sex, the talking, the cuddling?
You see, if you really,
let's start with sex.
If you really love,
You got to
if you really love somebody, you take the time to understand anything you can think about the person. And then using that to please the person becomes ultimate for you. So even if it's something you might not really enjoy yourself, but you can handle it.